Hey gamers, this is a game I just had and I really wanted to share it with you. I was in last place and I came back and won the game, took first place. It was a matter of having patience and making a smooth transition with the units that I was offered. I clipped the game down so it's not as long, and I kept the most important parts that had the biggest impact on the outcome of the game. Alright, so I forgot to start recording right away, but essentially we started out with a 2-star Mordekaiser, a 2-star Camille, and I believe a 2-star Elise. So not great champions, but they were 2 stars. So we kept them, and we went on from there. We got a lot of gold at the first two neutral rounds, and we have just the one Negatron cloak as far as items go. So moving forward, that's where we're at. I clipped down this video just to show you kind of the main transition points, and these parts at the beginning are just to give you a little bit of context. I had some 2-star champions, but you know, at the end of the day, they just couldn't get the job done. I'm just trying to be patient and take what's given to me. Picked up a couple things that I thought we might run into. We actually sold Tristana for the econ. Didn't make it through. So I was showing that we lost that last battle. We're going to, I believe, take this battle, but even then, it's going to be super close. And then we also went pretty hard for econ, as you saw there. We sold 3 units, and we're just waiting for that extra victory point. There we go. All right, so this is the first carousel. I think that we go through the oh, maybe not. Okay, yeah, we just pick up the BF sword. At this point, we picked up the BF sword because we thought that we might be going into Blade Masters. You know, we had the Camille there. I think that's why I picked the BF sword, looking for maybe like a Bloodthirster. Either way, I thought that maybe we were going to go Shapeshifters with Elise, or maybe we were going to go Blade Masters with Camille. So that's why I went with something that I thought could be used in either of those combos. Here, I don't know why I put the Bloodthirster on Elise. I think if I had to do it again, I would have put it on Mordekaiser, because I knew that I was going to sell him at some point. No matter if I went Shapeshifter or Blade Master. I believe we still lose this one. Or no, maybe we just squeak it out. I know there's a couple parts that I misplay this. I think they're coming up here. We're not doing too bad just because of the amount of 2-stars that we ran into. But shortly here, we get into a place that's not so great. I put the Braum in to try to protect our win streak. And now I'm going to do a little scouting. I see a lot of people are on like the mid to right side for me. So I like to position right in the middle. I feel like it gives you a lot of versatility. You can kind of make like a plan A to where the most people are, and then have like a backup plan with a different, you know, tank or bruiser unit on the opposite side for your front line. I think Braum did his job here. He kept our win streak alive, I believe. I mean, look how much health he lost. So that's damage that would have otherwise been done to other units, you know. So we kept the win streak alive. But we're playing pretty safe. We're going through, or we're holding on to our economy, our interest points. We're 40 here at Krugs. And we get to pick up a tier and a recurve bow. So at this point, you know, obviously there's the static shiv option, which would be more like leaning more into the gunslingers, or I could do rangers. Probably wouldn't do it for the Shapeshifters. They don't have a ton of attack speed. I think we're gonna lose this one, but it was really close. But I think I'm playing pretty smart. You know, I'm buying heroes when I can to see what pairs up, and I'm making sure we hit those important interest points while we still do have a health advantage. We pick up another Mordekaiser. We got Bolivar. There's another Braum for us. At this point, I think we start to see a little direction for us. We can go Guardians. I'm a big fan of Guardians. I think it's really strong. I think that you can just wedge your like hyper carry in between your 2 Guardians and stack it up to 100 armor. I think that's pretty insane. So If I see an early Leona like that, then I'll go ahead and pick it up, especially if I already have Brahms in the works. Braum in the works. If I remember correctly, we lose this one as well. But again, it's not terrible to be losing as long as you can continue the streak and if you can mitigate the amount of damage you take. So we're at 70. Like, we're still okay. And it gives us more freedom to choose the items that we want at the carousel. I think we go for that Lucian. Yeah. I think my plan was that I already had the two Lucians, and that I could switch over to Gunslingers. Because Elise isn't super strong. Like I said, I probably shouldn't have put the Bloodthirster on Elise. Yeah, okay, so there's our move. I believe we... Yep, keep the Gunslinger bonus. Again, could have moved a little quicker to get the Braum in maybe a better spot, but I think it could have maybe worked out for us in this case with that Blitz. So yeah, even with the switch to Lucian, we don't really pick up too much. You know, we're holding on in the matches, but we just don't have the damage to compete. So I'm up at 80 gold right now. That's way too much gold. I should have been working a little faster, as I've alluded to a couple times. And I think this is where I make a mistake. Yeah. I could have just put Leona in for the Mordekaiser, because I obviously wasn't really paying attention too much. And I believe that Darius actually just ends up going in. So I'm picking up units right here that I see. I always like to roll into a Volibear when I have a strong Braum as well, because I think those two together are a really great front line. I think Gunslinger's a really versatile unit. He's really good support just to kind of have that extra poke, I guess you might call it, with the barrels. I find a place for him in a lot of the compositions that I run. Barely squeaked that one out. Could have been better maybe to continue the losing streak, but we're at 60 health right now, so we really kind of want to stop the bleeding. Looks like I'm trying to go for a 4 Gunslinger. Reposition for Wolves. And then let's see what Wolves gives us for items. Looks like we get a BF Sword. We got a Sword of the Divine possible over there. Another Volibear. And another Braum. Reroll another Braum. So it looks like we know what we want to do here, but we don't want to do it at the wrong time. We have Gunslingers to go 4 Gunslingers, and then we'll have Glacial as well. We're still going to lose this. Cho'Gath's still really good. Let's see. Alright, we're going to level up and put out Jinx. Get that 4 Gunslinger. Hopefully our Lucian pops off a little bit more. We're in last place. But 40 health isn't, like, too bad. Like, things can change pretty quick with a 30 health spread. I went ahead and sold Jinx, since I found a Misfortune. That I could also get some Pirate Gold to help me in my my rolling. Looks like we're up against the same Cho'Gath, and we lose again. So now we're at 27. Oh boy. We are poised to make a decent move. And we go straight for the Spatula. So we got the Spatula. Could go Blade Master, or we could go Assassin. We do sell Gnar. And it looks like we're making our decision here. Hitting some big rolls. One more loss. Takes us down to 15. Pick up Gangplank. Then we got a 2-star Gangplank. That's always good. Like I said, he's kind of just a great addition to add into a composition. Positioning could have been a little better there. Thankfully, we played another low board. Pirate Gold giving us a decent amount of extra gold. I think we did a good job in this game of not panicking and seeing that there was like a path forward. We stayed above 50 gold for, I'd say, more than half the game. Alright, so we got another spatula and chain mail, chain vest. Do some rolling. Boom. 2-star misfortune. So, gunslingers could happen. And then we go for the early Blade Master. Blade of the Rune King. As well as a Guardian Angel on our Volibear. So we're completely switching over now to a Glacial comp. Still haven't found the 3-star Volibear. Oh, but there's a nice Sejuani, and there's a Volibear. And it looks like I just want any Blade Master out there right now. It does break our Pirate bonus, but at this point, we definitely need to start making moves that are best for the battles. Not necessarily econ. Volibear's doing some work over here. It's great CC with a Volibear. Can stun multiple enemies at once. Really nice. Rolling. Pick up that Ash. Continuing to roll. And there's another misfortune. Huh. We already have a 2-star misfortune. We're not going gunslingers anymore. So it doesn't really make sense to pick it up. And Draven's a pretty good standalone unit as well, so we're going to go ahead and throw him in there instead of that Shen. And the Volibear is really taken off. Now we're moving up. We're in top 5. So I go straight for the rapid fire cannon. Looking back at this, I probably could have gone for Brand in the Locket. I don't know, I was thinking, I think at the time that I didn't want to have more items on the front line in case anyone was going Hex Tech. So I wanted to get an item on a unit that I could place farther away to maybe draw out that Hex Tech. Paired up on Leona. And there's our third Ash. Draven just does some great poke damage with rapid fire cannon. 2-star misfortune does a lot of damage. And Volibear with Guardian Angel is pretty strong. So, we're going to level up. Throw out Sejuani. And Ash for misfortune. Which will give us 4 Glacial. And we're still looking for that 3-star Volibear. But we get the 2-star Leona. That's good. And there it is. There's the 3-star. It's always good to get the 3-star when you don't quite need it, right? Like, we're doing really well in this fight as it is. Oh, we did not win. 4 health. 4 health and we're in 5th place. So the dragon has a death cap for us. So we're going to reposition here. First we scout. I don't think we have a problem with this board, so we're going to go to the second board. They look a little bit more dangerous, so we're going to position for them. We got the Volibear sandwiched in between the Guardians there. And Death cap on the Sejuani. And that's again because I don't want more items next to my Volibear. Just great CC. Look at that triple stun. Boom. And Draven's just doing a lot of damage as a 1-star. Alright, so we're top 3. Last place to top 3. Right now we're rolling. I believe we're rolling for either another Sejuani or a 2-star Draven. Looks like we're keeping our positioning. And I think we bought the Karthus just to deny it. Which is an interesting move because I don't think either of the opponents are going Sorcerers. Really strong AoE, lots of CC. And in one battle, we take over the 2nd place position. We scout out our opponent. Target their Volibear. And again, we're stacking our Guardian bonus there. So our Volibear heals for 50% of attack damage. That chains. He also has Glacial. He can attack. What do we have? 3 Blade Masters. He can attack the same target twice. 45% chance to do that. And Guardian Angel. Just look at that damage. Really good. I believe we go straight for the Rage Blade here. This was another one where I thought, looking back, maybe I should have grabbed the Thornmail for Braum. That was also an option. Try to roll for a last minute Sejuani. Didn't quite make it. Takes off my Rage Blade. Look at that go. Look at that bear go. Boom. GG. Guys, that Volibear was kicking ass, right? Anyways, I hope you guys liked the video. Subscribe to the channel for more TFT content, as well as my weekly vlog series. Peace.